Hello, welcome to TechStart with Joseph, and in this video we are going to be setting up our lab. The first thing that we're going to need in setting up our lab is an editor. So for this program, the editor that we'll be using is known as VS Code. So come to your browser here and type VS Code into this place, then click on enter. So now you can see VS Code download. Now you see code visualstudio.com, and you also have here Visual Studio. So we are going to go with the first one. Download Visual Studio Code. Click on it. So after you click on it, you can see what I have here. That I have Visual Studio Code for Windows, this one for Linux, for Mac. So download the one that corresponds with your own operating system. For me, I am going to download for Windows, and I'm going to download the one that is 64-bit, depending on your own system. So I am using 64-bit, so I'm going to download the one that is 64-bit. So just click on this. So that is it. The download is pretty simple, and the installing is also pretty straightforward. So when you open your VS Code for the first time, this is what you should be seeing. So from here, what you do is that you go to the extension part and you click on the extension. When you click on the extension, search for Live Server. Now you can see that I have Live Server here. Click on this Live Server, then you install the Live Server. Like you can see on my own that I have already installed the Live Server. So install the Live Server on the VS Code. Then you go back, just close this, go back to this page by clicking on this Explorer. So when you go back to this place, now from here, how do you get to your file? From here, you click on this file. When you click on the file, you come to this place, open folder. Now you click on the open folder, then you navigate to the folder that you want to use for this program. That is, you create a folder for this program. For this program, I created a folder that I call programming. Now, in order for me to get programming, I move to where I have programming. Now you can see that I have it here. When I am in that programming folder, I click on select. So you have this place as select folder. Now when you select, it will bring out that folder. Now you can see now that I'm in that folder now, in this place. So what I am to do now is that in order for me to start, I need to create the file that I want to work with. So if you over to this place, you can see that I have new file, I have new folder, and I have this one as Refresh Explorer. So in this place, if I want to add another folder, I simply click on this, or if I want to add a new file, I simply click on this. So now let me just add a new file by clicking on this. To add a new file, let me just add the file that I call hello.html. hello.html, and I click on enter. So now you can see that I am in that file that is called hello.html. So currently now from here, we can run our program in this place. How do you know? Let me just do some things and run a program that will bring out hello world on the browser. So if I come to this place and I enter this, I will simply still explain this, all of this. I will get to all of this and all this information in the next videos. So I have this, so I simply have this doc type head. Now you come to this place where you have body, and I can put it as H. Just type H1 and put in the middle of this H1, you can see what I have here. I have angle bracket and I have H1 and I have this one closing. Now, if I write hello, so you can see what I have here, that I have this H1 being inside this angle bracket, and I have another H1 being inside this angle bracket. Now, you can see this in this place that this other H1 at the back is having something like a slash. We call that a close tag. So you have this. If you have everything like this and you have the hello word, then you are all set. You can ignore this in your writing and you just have so if you have this doc type HTML, then this HTML, then body with H1 saying hello, then close the body. Remember that this one is the open, then this one is the close, then you have this one as HTML. So simply click on save. So if you have all of this in your code, simply right click like this and click on open with live server. Remember that you installed an extension called live server, so you should have it here. So when you click on open with live server, it will open, then you have this as hello world. If you want to know that this is coming from your code, go back to your editor and change it to hello world, put something like text start. So then you save. To save, you press Ctrl S or Command S depending on the operating system that you're using. So after you save that, when you move back to it, you can see that it has automatically changed to hello world text tag. So that is it. Just for this video, you don't need to understand what is the meaning of this and what do you mean by HTML, and all these angle brackets that is showing you anywhere. All you just need to know is that for you to run this, just make sure that you have the same kind of layout, the same kind of text and everything, and take note of this slash coming this at the second part. You can see that you have this HTML here, then the next HTML that is down there is a slash with it. Then this one, you just make sure that you have everything in the same way before running it. Thank you.